welcome to another episode of Conversation with a Chef. I'm Jo Ritty and I love sharing with you the conversations I get to have with talented and passionate chefs. It's the backstory, if you will, to the food they're putting up. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the lands and airwaves where this conversation takes place. Land which was never ceded, land where communities came together to eat seasonally, locally and without exhausting resources. I pay my respects to their elders past, present and rising. Today I'm talking to Francesco Crifo at Roccella in East Melbourne. Francesco is a passionate advocate of pizza. He describes himself as a pizza chef and not a pizza maker, and says that despite the abundance of pizza restaurants in Melbourne, there's still a real lack of knowledge about pizza, their bases, flours, toppings and potential. To this end, he's established his Pizza Academy, where he offers a masterclass and an ebook to share the knowledge gained from growing up and working in pizza restaurants in Catania and Milan before coming to Melbourne. Francesco opened Roccella with Bernie Cuteri and Joe and Bruno Ceraso, and he happily works there, even on his days off, with his wife and a largely Italian staff. They opened 9 weeks before we went into our first lockdown in Melbourne and had to quickly pivot to takeaway pizza, pasta and salads, which was a godsend for East Melbourne locals and continues to be a popular local hangout. Francesco strongly believes that chefs must cook what their diners want and not what they themselves want to cook. He has 4 different pizza doughs, including an activated charcoal dough made from coconut shells, and he knows his grains and fermentation processes inside out. And the toppings? Francesco's all about balancing flavours and textures, salty and sweet, so that every bite is absolute deliciousness. There's an impressive offering, but just to give you an idea of the thought that goes into his food, Francesco told me that he even has pineapple on one of his pizzas. But not with tomato, ham and cheese, because pineapple and tomato is not correct. Francesco's Smoky Ananas has smoked and charred fresh pineapple, fior de latte, 24-month aged prosciutto, Stracciatella, vincotto glaze and cracked pepper. Francesco gave me a tour of the restaurant before we sat down in the beautiful East Melbourne room filled with archival photos of the area in the early days and overlooking the lush Fitzroy gardens.
Ciao Bella.
Hi, I'm Jo. I'm here to have a chat to Francesco.
Sì, okay. We'll let him know.
Thank you.
Just give me one.
Hello. Good, how are you?
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming.
Of course. It's
I'll
so
give
big
you.
here.
I'll give you a tour
Yeah.
of the restaurant.
Sure. Are all the staff Italian?
Almost.
I love it.
It's. I love it. I feel at home.
Yeah. No,
So
it's
you saw the
amazing.
gelato cart,
Yes. Yeah.
retail.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we did this. We opened without touching before COVID.
Oh,
So
wow.
There was no intention for COVID because we
Yeah,
didn't know
but all
what's
your
coming.
doors are like that as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
It's very good.
So
Yeah.
there was no intention.
Yeah.
Here we make our stuff and we sell it. We listen to pizza bases which we usually produce on Wednesday. In the morning we are very focused on coffee because of the hospitals, all the nurses.
Of course. What time do you open?
8 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah.
So we really worked hard and they've been very supportive. But now, like everyone in the hospital, nurses, doctors, private doctors around, they tell visitors to come here. So we really focus on for that, to
Yeah.
for that.
That's great.
We have panini, salad, all the pasta we make, of course the hero, the oven,
Yes.
which is my home. This first room, second room, third room, so we can separate and look like
Okay.
functions. We do a lot of functions.
Yeah.
So we can close the two separate, open and close that one, and then a big one with private bar.
Beautiful.
And we try to separate so we could close it
Yeah.
as busy we would be. Now we're always busy, but
Oh gosh, another room.
yeah.
Oh wow, it's huge. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. That's
Yeah,
huge.
It's huge, and we do a lot of fun.
So how many covers can you?
250.
Yeah, wow.
Now this one we really pride this room
Yeah.
because the historical group of East Melbourne donated us these pictures,
Ah.
and they never had like anyone public to put the pictures. So they donated us, we framed, we put in this room, and we named this room the East Melbourne room.
That's
To
beautiful.
say thanks. We launched it, we had like a buffet with everyone in East Melbourne, very influential people from East Melbourne.
And what a view as well, looking out onto all that lush green. It's lovely, isn't it?
This is what I love. It's a 1860 Melbourne malt.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Gosh.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
Just,
Okay. So what was that originally? What was the first building here?
From my memory, it was the Mercy Hospital.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was a hospital then as well, yeah. Wow.
Before the Mercy Hospital, I don't know, we should be there somewhere in the pictures.
Look at all the chimneys.
Yeah.
And the ships up the river. That's amazing, isn't it? What a great map.
It's unbelievable.
But you can already see all the trees they've removed already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
Goodness.
So I'm very happy with this restaurant.
How long have you been here?
3 years.
Okay. Gosh, you've done a lot in 3 years.
9 weeks before COVID.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
There was a shock.
Yeah. So you started doing takeaways, I guess, did you?
Other way.
Yeah. And picnics. When people were allowed to have picnics.
Yeah, you know what? Picnic, we've been lucky because of the park.
Yes.
So we actually, when they announced, straight away we came up with a like picnic box,
Yeah.
small, big, and take away Aperol spritz and take away cans of drinks, cocktails.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
lucky. And then pizza and pasta, it's easy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Where would you like to sit?
Where you at? Where you tell me.
The music, the background will be a problem.
It's a bit loud here, maybe.
Then you can go
It's
in.
quiet. Right, thank you.
I'll offer you a coffee. I guess you already had a lot of coffee.
I think I had he would. I think.
Yeah, I put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah? We're going to the other room.
Thank you.
I think you can sit the window.
So where were you before here?
I had my restaurants, Doncaster, Templestowe, Dromana.
Oh.
So I had the restaurant 095 in Doncaster Road.
Okay.
That was my first business in Australia. And after that, we opened Express Pizza Bar in Templestowe for takeaway. The reason we opened that shop is because in 2016, one of the pizza chefs, there was also a partner, won the best pizza in the world. So we couldn't keep up with the takeaway and the restaurant. So we decided to, in the same area, to have a takeaway shop just for takeaway. And that was before Uber and Menulog came into the area and then destroyed all the restaurants. So we had Express. We tried in Q, opening like a new concept, a new style of pizza, which didn't work much. 6 slices.
Oh, okay. Is that what you mean by new style?
It was a new style.
Yeah.
I will explain you later.
Yeah.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I'm there to repeat everything. Then we opened a gelato shop in Doncaster, next to the pizza shop, the original pizza shop. Then we opened one in Dromana, where we combined everything in a big restaurant. And then after that, there was 4 years with the same partners. We started, we were very young, grow up, made mistakes. We learned a lot. So after 4 years, I think everyone wanted to go on his own way.
Yeah.
Oh, do you need any sugars or sweeteners or anything?
No,
You're all
thank
good?
you.
All right, no worries.
And it was not the same. We were going in a different direction. In my life, I always left one restaurant, a pizzeria, because I had nothing to learn, and I always wanted something bigger. Always. And every time I got into something bigger, I said, "Oh my God, I knew it. Why did I do that?"
Yeah.
But then you learn. You say, "Oh, now I'm here. I have to make it work."
Yeah.
But they really had not way to improve, and like I was everything there, and I decided to move on. Did a bit of consulting for 1 year. In the meantime, one of my old customers, he was in food and beverage as well, quick service, different from me. It was very artisan. Was moving on from a company that had 74 stores, and he goes, let's do something together. So that's Roccella was born. Yeah, but before we got here, we analyzed 17 other stores.
Yes. Okay.
Before getting into this one here in East Melbourne.
It's sort of interesting because you've really been all over the city and down to the peninsula. It must be hard to work out. How do you go about deciding on a location?
There's a lot of points
Yeah.
we have to analyze. Like from a business perspective, we analyze how many people, demographic. Talking about the demographic, we decide which concept we want to do.
Yeah.
So we decide the menu, we decide the price range, and from there then we decide, okay, we need this demographic. Is this demographic here in this area? Yes, no. Then the first tick. And then you keep ticking all the lists. So how many people around, is a breakfast and lunch and dinner. Sometime we had to sit in front of the door of the store that we were looking and count how many people walk past, to have an idea, how many tickets we can sell during these hours. And when we have an idea of how many tickets and what will be the spending between breakfast, lunch and dinner, which is different spending, then you can say, okay, that's what we think we're gonna make, and then you work out the rostering, the space. So if the roasting, like an example, you have one big room of 200 seats, you need minimum 5-6 people. But when you break down like this one in Roccella, in 4 rooms of 50, you know that, okay, worst case, we can open one room of 50 and having one person. So you have, but all of a sudden you have a skeleton rostering, And from there you just analyze the cost, and if there is profit, and So in my experience, I work with really artisan. I had my businesses. So when you have your businesses, you realize, okay, it can be very fancy and trendy, but it has to be profitable.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't be here. I can't open the door, and I can't show the people what I can do.
Yeah.
So. And but most of the time chefs, and I'm a chef for all my life. It's hard because there's a lot of ego.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, but I cook very well. People will come here, and maybe in the past I don't know, but these days it takes a lot, not just cooking. It takes a lot to bring people here, to get people to know you. So you have to manage the marketing, you have to manage the service so people can stay, because I can make the best pizza in the world, but people come and the service is not good. They're not going to come back.
That's right. And I think more and more, people, especially Melburnians, certain Melburnians, like the flash and fancy, for that special occasion, or to go and to try out the new place or whatever. But I think
once a month, once every 3 months.
Sure, but I think I'm speaking probably for myself, but I think it's nice to have somewhere where you can go and you know the people and you know what to expect, and
Correct.
even be recognised and feel like you're part of something. And I think because it's such a busy world as well, and especially in the city, it's nice to have somewhere that's perhaps more of a local. So I see what you're saying, yeah.
Look, we've been actually, you mentioned local, and we really, really focus on local. In actual fact, here we know almost all the locals, and we've been here 3 years, which 2 were in... but actually, it worked very well for us, because the restriction said, you can't travel more than, whatever 3-4 kilometers, I can't remember now.
5 kilometres.
Yeah, 5 kilometers, yeah. So people had to shop local.
Yeah.
So they got to know us very quickly because that was the only option for coffee and pizza. So they actually worked for us. But on the other side, we've been here every day, me and my partners. So there is Joe in the morning on the floor. There is Bruno every night on the floor. There is me always behind the pizza or in the kitchen. So we're here every day. And for us, this is our life. It's not a job. Like I come here to enjoy. Like this morning, it was my day off. My wife was here, kids at school. I could stay home in front of the computer. 10 o'clock, because you know what? If I have to stay home by myself, I'd rather go to the restaurant. And, I spend a lot of time here because I love it. And
Is it open 7 days?
7 days, yeah, we never close. So I came here, but by the time I step in the restaurant this morning, four customers, local, stopped me. Oh, what are you doing both here? Husband and wife. And they laugh. And they go, blah, blah, you tell the stories. And I love it.
Yeah. That's great.
But I come from like an hospo family. Like my father always had restaurants.
So you're from the south of Italy?
Yes, Sicily.
Yeah.
I'm from
Sicily.
Catania.
Oh, wow. Okay, yes.
From Catania, so my father always had restaurants.
Yeah.
So pretty much, to see my father, we had to go to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Because he was every day there, even more than now. Like now we take time for ourselves, but back then they just knew at work. So me and my sisters, and my father, even if he didn't want me to get into hospitality because he knew how tough it is, he told me, look, whatever you decide, it's your life. As long whatever job you do it well, with passion, you do your research, you do your study, and you put all yourself in one. Because if you do that, you almost sure that you can achieve good things. Always take in my mind this, it's always, whatever I wanted to do, I said, okay, if I do something like my father taught me, I have to do like very well. And I did it. Like 14 years old, I was a delivery driver for a pizza shop. By 16, I was behind the pizza oven. By 17, I left school and went full time in pizza. And
A Sicilian pizza is different to other pizzas?
Yeah, I can tell a different style now. Then 18, 19, in a restaurant, I met my wife. She was on the floor, I was on the pizza. She were 18 like me, and she were already 4 years in hospitality. And even herself, all her life in hospitality.
Amazing.
You know what I mean? So we always been hospitality. Then we moved to Milan because my father opened a restaurant in Milan. So he called me, guys, come and help me. In 2-3 years, we were already famous for pizza in Milan for this pizzeria. Then we got into something bigger. Like I spent really a lot of times in pizza, but also studying and researching why this pizza come like this. What about if I change this flour and this flour? And back then there were like just a few pizza makers. They were into research something new, like the pioneers of let's change the formula of the pizza. And already back then I used to buy books, going to the shows. I was really into like learning more. Then I got into this association called La Federazione Italiana Pizzaioli, which they had also a school to teach other pizza makers to get their master to master some new style, or people to start from scratch and becoming a pizza maker. So I became an instructor for them, taught a lot of pizza makers, and that taught me that you can have different people in front of you, and you have to explain. So you have to make it easy, step by step, to pass it on, the same passion, but also the knowledge. Then I met a guy from Melbourne, big name. I don't know if I can tell the name. I'll tell, then you decide. So it's from Gradi Johnny, the Pizza World Championship. he met me and he goes, you have to come with me in Melbourne.
Wow.
I'm about to explode. I'm going to open this and that. So
Yeah.
you'll be in charge of the pizza. So I came in Melbourne with all the family, moved with 2 kids.
What a big move.
Yeah, very big move.
Especially
And in Milan,
your
I didn't.
family.
Yeah. And to be honest, in Milan back then, after 5 years, I already had a name, like
Yeah.
well known in the pizza game. I had my skill, my experience, even if I was 25 years old, but I was one of the kids that kid is very smart, like straight away got into like knowledge and skill. But again, bigger challenge. I guess, okay, there you go. I need to do this challenge, take this challenge. So I came in Melbourne, worked for Johnny. I was not really happy because there was not much creativity. Big numbers. I learned a lot of process because Melbourne is really process focused in the kitchen.
Okay.
In Italy, they are more, I think not more creativity, but because we had a lot of labor, the labor is different. The cost of the labor is different. So in Italy, we don't care much is the labor because you can have a lot of skilled people and they share the jobs, which here you have to be very careful with the labor. So you reduce the labor and you have more process into. And I was not happy. I thought, you know what, I really want to do something by myself. I had a few people that in Doncaster that want to do something. They were just builders, developers. So I go, okay, you know what, let's do a deal. You help me and I help you. And we started 095 in 2015. And that was very, very successful straight away. After 3 years, as I said, with the award and the television, the magazine, and we were really very famous, like very well-known pizzeria and pizza makers. So I've been very lucky since the start because in 3, 4, 5 years, I knew all the Italian community, all the Italian restaurateurs.
Wow.
You know, very, very lucky.
Yeah.
With Roccella, I think I took it to another level because, you know, you can see the quality, the fit out, and we have a big kitchen, we do big numbers, we do functions, we do the foodie crowd, another level. And this is this is my strength, the restaurant, yeah?
Yeah.
But like back then, when I was a grad and I saw that something was missing in the market for pizza, and I opened 095, and I was right. In the last few years, I think there is another need for the market, which is the knowledge in pizza. We got stuck into only one style of pizza, and I see people opening pizzeria every week, and they're just all the same. Like maybe they had pizza in some other pizza shop, they loved it, they see on YouTube the recipe, very easy, they find a pizza maker, oh, let's do this Napoletana style.
Yeah.
It's very trendy.
Yeah.
But they don't know why they're doing it, which flour to use, or if they change the flour, what happens. Is it really the right style for the demographic that you have? Because, you know, you can have a Napoletana style, which is, the style is very soft, but people here say soggy. So depending the demographic that you have, they might not like it. They might prefer a Romana style, which is thin and crunchier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you really need to study. It's not what you like. It's, okay, I open a restaurant. This is the demographic. I'm going to sell this pizza because that's what they like. Which I took all the style and I offer in my restaurant all of them. So I make everyone happy.
Right.
So I got 4 different pizza dough.
Goodness.
I got the normal sourdough with 00, big crust, more Napoletana style. I got the Romana style, very thin and very crunchy.
So
and
it holds, if you
holds
holds
it,
it,
holds
holds
it.
up, does it?
Yeah, holds up.
You don't have to
And
fold it over.
No, you can't fold it over. And there is also, we make that one with the ancient grain whole meal, which I can talk about it. We have the black charcoal, so like pizza sourdough with inside black charcoal. That we did it for special and went crazy, so people really want it. Then we have the gluten-free, which I've been specialized for the last 10 years because my wife is celiac. And then we got the special of the month, where we play a lot on creating pizza dough with different grains, so different origin. We play with different fermentation. So once we did a pizza dough with water fermented from capsicum.
Oh, goodness.
So no yeast, just the fermentation of the water, of the fruit. So
how do you come up with that?
So that's the thing. I want to put the knowledge out
Yeah.
there and say, okay, pizza is not just a pizza. First of all, there are different pizza style. All these, videos out there on YouTube, like, oh, now we use the sourdough, or we use the biga, which is a pre-fermented dough, or we have a big crust. If you have a big crust, the pizza is good. If you use a lot of water, the pizza is good. Don't use too much yeast, otherwise the pizza is not good. It's not true. You know what I mean? I mean, about the yeast. The baker makes the bread in 3-4 hours full of bread. I've never seen anyone go sick from bread. So what's the difference in pizza if they put more yeast?
Yeah.
The biga, the sourdough starter, they have a pH. It's a microorganism that you need to control. You need to feed. You need to always have the same pH. Otherwise, it can be very dangerous actually for you if the pH goes to above the 5 pH, 6 pH. So people go just for trend, or they really know what they're doing. And don't make me wrong. I mean, I see many pizza places. They're busy and good for them, but do they really know what they're doing? Like, if they change the recipe, or they change the flour, can they make the same product? And at home, they see a video and they say, oh, use this, but then use that in the other video. Do they know the difference? No. That's why I came up with My Pizza Academy, which is my website, where I teach people. They can have a consulting one-on-one. They can have a masterclass just for fun, like a birthday. And I do a lot of pizza masterclass here at the restaurant. So I can pass it on, this knowledge, and say, hey guys, look, pizza is something serious.
Yeah.
It's not just flour. Because flour, okay, which flour? 000, wholemeal, Haitian grain, which grain?
What about this idea of proving for a certain length of time? How does that fit into what you do? Like 48 hours, someone told me.
That's another thing that I hate about. Like, it's not true, because we're not going too technical. The flour has a different strength. Different strength meaning different proteins. The more proteins, the more strong is the flour. Stronger is the flour, the more water needs, and the more time needs to prove, because you gotta give the time inside micrologic, like to give the time to make easy to digest those proteins. If I use a strong flour and I give it in 2 hours, you can't digest it.
Yes.
It's not for the yeast.
Yeah.
It's because the protein.
Yeah, right.
Too many protein.
Yeah.
If I give you a very weak flour, in 2-3 hours, we'll be fine.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you need to have a balance. What is the difference is that the weak flour doesn't have a lot of proteins, which is gluten. Okay? Which means that after 10 hours, you can't use it anymore. It will be very weak. So when you stretch it for us, and we stretch a lot of pizzas and very, very firm, he will break it.
Yeah.
On the other side, if you use a strong flour, you don't give the enough time, it will be very hard to stretch because it's too tight, the gluten is too strong. So we need to find a balance, of course, depending on how much time I had for service, the space that I have in cool room. If I have to make a strong flour 4 days in advance for a week cycle, I gotta have a lot of space in the cool room, because I always have to think in advance, 3-4 days in advance.
Yeah.
If I don't have a lot of space, I'll go for a week or for a medium week, which I can give at 24 hours. Or if I don't have space at all, I can go for the morning pizza dough for the night. The difference is that with the fermentation, so the longer you let fermented, he created a little bit more flavor inside. That sourdough, let's call it flavor in. Okay, but there is nothing not correct.
Sure.
It's just meaning of how you manage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like these days where they say, oh, high hydration. You know, people say, oh, how much hydration you use? Because I use 80-90% of water. Okay, that means there is easy to digest just because the amount of water? No, because the amount of water you're putting needs the time to evaporate. And if you're cooking a Napoletana style, which it cooks in 90 seconds, will not have time to evaporate, meaning that it stays inside the dough, meaning it will be very wet pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So high hydration water, for example, it is suitable for anyone that pub bake, or anyone that use like a pub bake base or cook for 2-3 times, or a lower temperature, which stay longer. It needs more water. You know, it's a lot of technical things that I can go for hours, really hours.
Yeah. And what about toppings? Are you strict about toppings as well?
Not at all. Not at all. In fact, in my menu, you can see a pineapple pizza.
I did read that somewhere.
Okay.
Or no, was it on your Instagram? You
On
made a comment
Instagram.
about pineapple pizza. I don't like pineapple on pizza.
And that's what you don't like. Yeah? And look, I have to be open-minded because it's an art. I mean, you are a chef. You can't have restrictions.
No, that's right. I can't be about what you want.
That's right. So we have pineapple, but my way. And I'm not the only one. In Italy, not Italian in Melbourne, in Italy, there are already famous pizza chefs that they implementing the pineapple in their menu. Of course, they put their twist. You know what I mean? So like my twist here is we get the pineapple, the yellow one, which is very sweet. We roast in the oven, so completely roasted outside, very juicy inside. We cut in slice. We take all the juice from the pineapple. We mix with liquid smoke, and we let them marinate for a few days.
Wow.
So we have that, sweetness, but also smoky taste. Then white base with cheese, and then after cooking, we top with prosciutto, San Daniele, so a little bit saltiness, and Stracciatella cheese that gives a little balance between the sweet and the saltiness, and then a reduction of balsamic and smoky liquid on top. Black pepper, and you have a good balance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's okay. I'm a chef. I will be creative. I'm not gonna put the tomato and cheese, ham and pineapple. Also because for me it's not correct.
Yes.
You can't have the tomato and the pineapple because you're putting two things that don't go together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
All right.
restriction.
What about things like pumpkin?
We use pumpkin.
Do you?
So we steam the pumpkin. We wrap the pumpkin with a few herbs and black pepper, and then we make a cream, and we use as a spread in the pizza.
Oh.
Then we use rocket, pine nuts, goat
delicious.
cheese,
Wow.
pancetta.
Delicious. So do you still eat a lot of pizza?
Every day.
Do you?
I know it's hard to believe, but I eat pizza every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes even if I don't eat a full pizza because I had my meal, but then during the shift, I see some pizza and I go, oh my God, I love the pizza. You know what? Make one for me. I just like it.
Yeah.
And it is important for me that I have to be still excited
Yes.
every pizza I take it out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my belief is that pizza dough is not good. Put it away, we use a new one.
Yeah.
So I need to be excited because I think if I get excited, then I will have the same reaction from the customer.
And do you change the menu very often? The pizza
No,
menu?
all right. So the menu we don't change a lot,
No.
but we do a lot of specials.
Okay,
Now, recently we started to as I said before, we use a lot of different grains, like from Turon Farm in Peninsula. Jason is an amazing guy, passionate about grains. Like, can't believe this guy. Seriously, he's crazy about grains. Then we got a farm like Woodstock in New South Wales. A lovely family, young family, husband and wife, and I think 1 or 2 kids. And they grow their grain like just organic. And they mill. They only have 1 stone mill, so very small production. But we also started to introduce different pizza style. So we did, for example, once the double crunch, which is from this famous pizza chef in Italy. So basically a filled pizza, but very crunchy. Okay, we use different fermentation, so we can use a pre-fermented biga, pre-fermented polish. We can use a sourdough starter. We can use fermented water. The last few times we did a padellino style, which is from Turin, from North Italy. So this dough, they grow the rice into a padellino, so like a round tray, and then we steam to give the sponginess. And then we finish in the oven, so it gives the crunch outside. So even if it's a small pizza ball, it will look like thick like this, like big. And then on top, we cut in 6 slices, and on top we put like different toppings. I'll give you 2, for example, the last 2 we did. The dough, we did steamed, fried, and cooked in the oven with saffron. Then, as a topping, we use polenta and cheese cream, ossobuco, slow-cooked ossobuco, polenta chips on top, and gremolata. And we inspired by Milan. So ossobuco and polenta.
Nice.
And saffron.
Yeah.
The last one we're doing actually this week is my version of a hot cross bun. So it's a chocolate padellino style, so very spongy and thick, and chocolate dough, and topped with mascarpone, candied orange, cinnamon, orange juice gel, and cacao powder. So it's my Italian hot cross bun version.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, so as I said, we love to play around with different fermentation, different style, because that's what happened in Italy. There is no one style. You know what I mean? So you can create anything you want as long you have the knowledge and also the creativity to put things together.
Yeah.
Then there's no limits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the chef. Chef has no limits.
Yeah.
He needs to know and have the knowledge about the raw ingredient. Then the raw ingredient can become anything he wants. And that's what I think I am. I'm a pizza chef, not a pizza maker. You know what I mean? I'm a pizza chef because I put a lot of time to research and study. And then I create anything I want.
I love that. Thank you. That's so great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Conversation with a Chef with Francesco Crifo at Roccella in East Melbourne. You can check out all the goodness on Instagram at roccella.melbourne, that's ROCCELLA.Melbourne, and at Francesco the Pizza Chef, all one word, and on his website www.mypizzaacademy.com.au. If you liked what you heard and want to hear more stories from other chefs, I'm on Instagram at Conversation with a Chef, and you can read the chat at www.conversationwithachef.com. I would love it if you told a friend about my chats, and of course you can follow me on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Once again, thanks for listening and have a great day.